Let's try it for free, okay? If not, you pay. Alright, so let's begin. Okay, so what will you get when you have a combo pack? First is that you become an assistant supervisor in the business perspective, correct? As an assistant supervisor, you get to what? Sponsor someone to be part of your team. That is a prerequisite for you to do the business big time. If you're not assistant supervisor, you can only do the business small time. If you're AS, then you can do it big time. What do you want? Big time, small time? Big time. Big time, and your discount goes up to 35%. And then you have an access to the free online retail shop. If you don't know that yet, you ask your sponsor. Okay? Now, other than that, on the product side, it gives you the opportunity to evaluate the products. Can you say to me, evaluate? Evaluate. One more time, evaluate. Evaluate. The opportunity for you to check the product by yourself is the best experience you can ever have. Okay? First, before any training. Training is only secondary. But your experience is your best training. When I got my combo pack in 2009, my idea is that I want to know if what they said in the training is true by using the products. Because you need to be a product of the products. What do you think is the best product of the company?
Aloe vera.
Okay, your answer is? Aloe vera. Your answer is? Your answer is? Your answer is? What else? Any other answer? I would like to disappoint you, but your answer is wrong. The best product of the company is the person beside you. Okay? Because you need to be a product of the products. It doesn't matter how good this bottle is if you're not using it. Correct? Yes. You can talk to as many people as you want, but they don't see it in you. It's useless. Alright? So the best product of the company is you. Say to the person beside you, you're the best product of the company.
You're the best product of the company.
And so therefore, if you get the combo pack, it allows you to jumpstart your business, evaluate the products for experience, at the same time, it allows you to change brand automatically. Can you say to me, change brand?
Change brand.
Because when people ask me, maybe I cannot do the business, maybe it's difficult, I say all the time, do you take a bath every day? Yes. Only 2 people is taking a bath in the room. Yes. Do you take a bath every day? Yes. Do you brush your teeth? Yes. Alright, do you put lotion? Yes. Do you put shampoo? Yes. Your shampoo or your flat-made shampoo? Okay, so all you need to do is to change brand. Use it and share your experience. So that's why it's good to get a combo pack. Other than Jeffrey's picture is in the box. Alright, sooner or later we will protest and I will put my picture and share it in Elvin's also. Alright. Okay, let's continue. So these are the products. Before I begin talking about the products, let's talk about the company basics. Okay? So again, the company is where? We are an American company. We started in 1978. I hope you know all of this, correct? We have 2 manufacturing facilities in America. One is located in Dallas, Texas. Okay? That is where our manufacturing plant for aloe vera is located. That can produce about 400 bottles of aloe vera every single day. Can you imagine? The company produces at least 500,000 bottles of aloe a day. That means that you won't have a lot of product available for you. The other products that we have, especially the non-aloe vera products, we have it located in Phoenix, Arizona. So we have our Forever Nutraceuticals in Phoenix, Arizona. Needless to say, all of our products are US made. So when somebody asks you where your product's from, it's from United States of America. And our manufacturing plant is located in Dallas, Texas and Phoenix, Arizona. Okay? And also it's very important to understand that unlike other companies, especially what we call the direct selling company, we are vertically integrated. Can you say to me, vertically integrated? Vertically integrated. When you say vertically integrated, from plantation, alright, to the finished product, we own every step of the process. Alright, so you have there your harvesting, you have there your manufacturing, research, product development, and the finished product. The company owns the entire process. Why is it very important? Because Rex Mon knows, our founder, that the only way to sustain the quality of our products is to take control in every step of the way. Alright? It's like parenting. You know parenting? If you're a parent, alright? You would like to really take a look at your children, monitor them all the time to make sure everything is perfectly well in their life, correct?
Yes.
It's different when, okay, a part of that person is with the other people taking care of your children. You don't know what's happening, yeah? And so you want to make sure that you can see everything, you understand, yeah? You choose the best school possible for your children and you know who is the teacher, yes? Because you want to make sure of the quality of the formation of your children. The same is true with the company. The formation of each of the products, Rexmon would like to make sure we are knowledgeable enough so that we can keep up with the quality. We have the best product already in the market, but we never stop improving them. Okay, I repeat, our products are second to none. Can you say it? Second to none?
Second to none.
One more time, second to none.
Second to
I'm
none.
very proud to say that because that is a matter of fact and not an opinion. That is coming from our, when we met, we met our then Vice President for Product Innovation, Mr. Steve Hatchett, all right? But now it's Holly Stout, all right? They're very confident to say your products in Forever is second to none. Why? All right? Because our products, number one, is we make sure that we own every step of the way. We know what's happening. We improve the quality all the time. We only use the latest technology in each of our products. All right. But why is it second to none? Number one. Okay. Okay. Number one, ingredients. When it comes to the ingredients of the products, all right, we only make sure that we use all natural sources. Okay. Now you need to understand the two keywords called natural and organic. Okay. Wow, there's a phone. Now we will raffle the phone. That's an iPhone 7. Okay. Now the ingredients. As I was saying, we only source the the best natural ingredients possible. Okay? Forever will go in all corners of the earth to make sure we only get the best possible sources of ingredients. Now when you say natural, just to have a general understanding, it is usually having very, very minimal human intervention. That means, well, in simpler term, you harvest it from nature. For example, the salmon we use in our Arctic Sea product, we do not farm the salmon. We do not farm our calamari. Okay? The Garcinia Cambodia, the fruit for our Garcinia, we do not farm the Garcinia. It's available in forested areas in Asia, for example. Yeah? For example, the Nature Bean, the mineral product we have, we do not cook the mineral supplement in the laboratory. It's coming from the seabed that is rich in nutrients, in minerals, and then we make it in a tablet form. Getting me? Learning? Okay, that's what we meant by natural sources. Okay? Now, when you say organic, there are, of course, products that we have that we need to cultivate. For example, aloe vera itself. We need to plant aloe. Okay, but in the process of planting aloe, we make sure we do it organically. When we say organically, we do not use chemical pesticides and fertilizers in our aloe vera plantation. We have goats roaming around to eat the grass, so we don't need to use herbicides. And the poopy of the goats serves as the fertilizers. Also, the excess of the aloe vera leaf, that we don't use, we put it in the soil to serve as fertilizers. Okay? We also do crop rotation. That's very important to understand. When our aloe vera is very unique because, for example, crop rotation means that if I'm planting aloe vera in this area, it will grow in about 2 to 4 years to fully mature. We will harvest everything. We will let the soil rest. We will not use it. We will transfer to the other plant. That allows the soil to rejuvenate its nutrients. So that when you plant aloe vera, your aloe vera is also getting the nutrients it needs. Learning something? And that's why every process we do is very, very special. Now, we also get ingredients only when we need it. It's what you call demand-based. If we don't have demand for a certain product, we do not stock up ingredients. In economy or economics, you know that, for example, there's a lot of apples. When there's a lot of apples, what's the cost? Cheaper. When there are fewer apples, it's expensive. So it's natural for businessman to get a lot of apples during the season, make a lot of juices so that you can sell it, store it. So you got the ingredients cheaper price, you sell it in a bigger price, there's a bigger profit. We don't do that. Rexmon doesn't care of the cost of the ingredients. We care most of the quality. So if there's no demand, we don't stock up. Why? Because when you stock up ingredients, the quality of the ingredients also goes down. Alright? We want to keep it up as high as possible. Learning something? Alright. Now, we also want, very important to understand what we call global approvals. Okay, can you say to me? Global approvals.
Global approval.
Alright, the global approvals are very, very important. These are world-recognized seal of approvals for purity and consistency of all our products. These are approvals that you cannot buy. There are sort of approvals that you can put some money and then you get it. I will not mention because I'm recorded. Okay, so baka mademanda ako. Alright, anyhow, you have your International Aloe Science Council for your aloe vera, for your purity and consistency of your aloe. Now, before I continue, you might find some aloe vera products in the market that also bears the IASC seal. Okay? However, please understand that in most cases, the ingredient, the aloe, is bearing the seal. The product, technically it's not. Because they mix it with water or something else. Did you follow?
Yes.
For our aloe vera, it's the pure form of aloe. We don't mix it with any other substance. Gets? Alright. So you also have your Islamic approvals, alright? Your Islamic approvals. Specifically, you have your IFANCA, or Islamic Food and Nutrition Council of America. IFANCA Halal. We also have the Islamic Society of California, but the government in the UAE prefers the Islamic Food and Nutrition Council of America. Are you getting me? We already have the Islamic approval, but the government said, we don't want that, we want the other one. What do? We comply, and we get it. That's why it's also in the seal. Okay? For people who are not in North America or in Europe, they're very particular with what we call kosher. K-O-S-H-E-R. The kosher rating. These are somehow the other, I would say, aspect, alright, of the Islamic approvals. Now, kosher is for Jews, alright, the Jewish. Most of the products in America requires kosher rating. That's very important also. Okay, what else? Alright, very important, we also have the National Sanitary Foundation, NSF. Thank you. The National Sanitary Foundation is something that you ought to research on your own more, because I always talk about it when I have encounter people who are very critical about the products. The National Sanitary Foundation is an independent body, it's a well-recognized elite body recognized around the world, Canada, China, India, US, that certifies products for its quality, top quality. Alright? The NSF only has 184 point reviews, like parameters. If you comply with that 184 parameters, you get NSF approval. We did not. Why? Because instead of 184, we have 194. Very, very good. You can clap your hands. Thank you. So that means sometimes you really, you'll be shocked when they say you have your government quality, you have your third party quality, you have forever quality over there. And that is true. So you should be very proud about your products, okay? Now, other than that, let's talk about UAE. When somebody asks me, are your products really good? My answer is, no, I don't answer. When somebody asks me, are your products really good? I say, I don't know. But, according to the UAE Federation of Chamber of Commerce, we are the best health company in the UAE. Yes. So the answer is, I don't know. Are you getting me? Seriously, when somebody really questioning about the quality of the product, say, I don't know, I really don't know. But according to the UAE Federation of Chamber of Commerce, we have been consistently awarded as the best health company in the UAE. When you say you're the best, is there someone bester? No. So you can clap your hands for the product. That's something you should be proud of, seriously, because that's something that you don't pay for. Yeah? Alright, okay, so now, quality-wise, the approvals, the local approvals are there. Okay, now you also need to understand that each countries have different government system, parameters, criteria for approving products. And so therefore, not all of the products in other countries are available in other countries. But in the UAE, we're so blessed that all of the products are available and approved. Okay? But if you go in Middle East countries like Saudi Arabia, no, not all of them. Alright? Kuwait, all of them we have. Jordan, almost. They're still processing everything. But again, we're in the UAE, so you're very blessed that we have a lot of these products available here. So needless to say, the global and local approvals are there, both of them. Okay? Alright. And then number 3, when I talk about quality, you need to understand the sales. Yes? Because if there are no sales, how can you really say or confirm of the quality of the products? The sales are indication that people are using it. And remember, we don't use any advertisements in our products. Yes? Because you, me, we are the international models of the company. Good or very good? So I always talk to people, if you want to be an international model, join me. Why? Because you become my model in the products. You are. Yes. And when people touch me and they shake my hands, they always say, why are your hands so soft? I always say, because only aloe touches my skin. Alright? Sales. Alright. In the UAE, correct me if I'm wrong, but the last statistics I had 2 years ago, we are in 80 million dirhams per year. But I believe we have crossed more than 80 million. We're nearing at least, I think, 1 million dirhams per year in the UAE. The Middle East sales. Not bad, huh? 100 million, not bad, a year. That's a big lot of money. That's a lot of money, alright? Globally, we have over $3 billion per year turnover. Alright? Now, within just 3 years of the company, in 1978, 3 years after, that's what, 1981? Alright? We are doing $1 million per day. Good or bad? Very good. No other network marketing company made that kind of statistics when it comes to product sales. At least in my knowledge, I don't know any. So that speaks a lot about the quality of the products. Last but not the least, like I said earlier, okay, you. So I encourage all of you, especially women, when you start doing this business seriously, you make sure you're using our cosmetics. Even men, we use it. I use it. I use the BB cream. Yeah? I use even the face powder, but it's out of stock right now. I do. No? And lips for men. Yeah? You have to be showing people that what you're talking, you are showing. Correct? You cannot say, oh, when you use our tooth gel, our toothpaste, your breath is fresh. And then the person will die of your back. Yeah, they will faint. No? So, okay. So, quality-wise, needless to mention, fine, everything is there. Unlike many other network marketing companies, we sell our own products. Other companies, with all due respect, they are only sellers of other companies' products. Getting me? So you own the products that you sell. Take ownership by using them. All right. Done with this background. Okay, you are more confident to talk about the products. Now let's talk about principles when it comes to health, because that's our objective. Before I proceed. Alright? Because I really want you to get out of this room with really proper knowledge on how you can better represent our company and our products. Let's talk about health. Alright? Or the word healthy. Can you say to me, healthy? Healthy. Look at the person beside you. Does she look healthy? Too much healthy. The word healthy comes from 2 words. It's called, the word is heal, die. Die is an Old English word for yourself. Yeah? You often find it in the Bible, for example. Yeah? Heal, die. Heal yourself. That is the definition of the word healthy. No? So when you're healthy, your body is able to heal itself. From what? From everything that will cause you to get sick or to get older. The aging process is natural, yes? It will happen. You cannot stop it, but you can slow it. Okay? So now, when we talk about health or being healthy, we also talk about what we call optimal. Can you say to me, optimal? Optimal. One more time, optimal. Optimal. All of our products we are focusing on optimal health. We're not just talking about being healthy, but getting optimal health. When you say optimal health, it's not just the absence of any disease. Okay? It's not just the absence of any physical problem. It's basically physical and emotional well-being. Can you say to me? Physical and emotional well-being.
Physical and emotional well-being.
That is why when you look at people doing forever, they are always smiling as if they have no problem at all. Yeah? It's because we have good physical and emotional well-being. Really? I thought that emotional well-being is only in the mind. That's also true. But a lot of products, especially that concerns your health, that we have, influence your emotional state. Alright? So we'll talk about that later on. So the focus is optimal health. You want to have optimal health. There are people who have no medical condition, but when you look at them, they're so grumpy. No? Like the person beside you. Look at the person beside you. Yeah? They look grumpy? No? Yes? Alright. But some people, you just look, they're shining, you know? You can see the aura. No? Alright, okay. So, let's talk about some concepts. First concept. Synergy. Alright? Say to me, synergy.
Synergy.
One more time, synergy.
Synergy.
Well, sometimes they say synergy, or however you want to pronounce it. Synergy is a concept that is simply defined as that, in simple words, teamwork. In a basketball, for example, I'm the MVP. Yeah? The most valuable player, correct?
Yes.
But if I play with a team, alright, the resulting effect with a team is far greater than the individual performance of each of the person in the team. So if there are 10 people in the team, let's say we put a score of 10, 10, 10, total there should be 100. If you will look at the team individually. But when you say synergy, that 10 can be 1,000. So it magnifies. It magnifies the effect. We'll talk more. When I mention this, at least you understand. Okay? Alright. Okay. Second, alright, let's talk about oxidation. Oxidation. Okay. Say with oxidation. In simple terms, when you have iron that rusts, it oxidizes. It decomposes. Alright? You're getting me? Like an apple, when you slice it, it turns brown. And a banana, when you expose it to the air, it turns brown. There is a process called oxidation. Okay. But the process called oxidation basically produces another effect in the body. This is happening in the body every single day. Now, oxygen should be good, correct? But when you use the word oxidation, you make it look like oxygen is bad. Now, oxidation is different from oxygenation. That's different. Oxygenation of your blood is getting oxygen in your blood or your lungs when you breathe, because your body needs oxygen to survive. That's different. Oxidation is a chemical process that basically allows your body to die. Alright? A certain part of your body to die. Now, oxidation results to what we call free radicals. Alright? Free radicals or oxidative stress, free radicals or toxins or anything that harms from your body. Free radicals are molecules, okay, that are inside your body that basically attacks your cells. Okay? So that you will understand further when I talk about this, if you have a cell, alright, you have a body, correct?
Yes.
Only one has a body. You have a body, yes?
Yes.
Like a building, for example, the building would have the building itself, the glass sheets, hollow blocks, those are the tissues, the frame are the bones. And the hollow blocks, for example, there are grains of sand. The grains of sand basically is your cells, the unit of life, the smallest unit of life. Okay? So you have a cell, it's charged like a battery. It's charged with a positive and a negative charge. Basically, in the oxidation, what happens is that the free radicals will steal this negative charge, agitating the cell, leaving it with only charge, with positive charge, and then when it comes in contact with other cells, it will steal the negative charge so that it can get a negative charge. And for those cells that have too much negative charges, it multiplies. You have too much cells with negative charges, and that's what you can translate to what you call cancer cells. Learning something?
Yes.
So everything needs to be balanced. Alright? So when we say antioxidant, when I say antioxidant later, it combats this situation. Okay? What else? Bioavailability. Can you say bioavailability? Okay, bioavailability.
Bioavailability.
Bioavailability is a state wherein a nutrient goes inside your blood, but other than that, the body can actually consume it to use its purpose. Alright? The body doesn't care if you have a lot of vitamin C in your tummy if it doesn't go to your bloodstream. And in the bloodstream for it to use it. Alright? Learning something? Alright, so what else? Important terms that I'll be mentioning earlier. Of course, you know vitamins, minerals, and all. Okay, other than that, these are very key keywords that you need to understand. Okay? Alright. You ready? Okay, let's talk about the products one by one. Okay? So, you know, the product training is a little bit boring, I understand, so you just bear with me, no? It's not like that you can make jokes all the time, but I will try, okay? Alright, so, alright, let's talk about, I'll talk about the skincare first. The skincare first. Because we're talking about the combo pack. Okay? No, I'll talk about the aloe vera first. The aloe vera first. Because the aloe vera is a key ingredient in all of the rest of the products. Excuse me. Okay, let's talk about aloe vera. I'll go according to the list. But I'll go from the product that you consume and the product that are topical. Okay, aloe vera gel. Let's talk about aloe vera gel. Okay, number one, aloe vera gel. Okay, we have 4 flavors of aloe vera gel. You have the pure one. This is the yellow bottle. Okay, sooner or later you will find it in a different packaging. It will be a Tetra Pak, more environmental friendly. But so far, this bottle, for your information, it has a seal underneath. There's a triangular seal that has a number 7. That means that this is a high-grade plastic. The bottled water that you have only has 1. That means you should not be recycling or reuse. You should not be reusing. They definitely recycle it, but you cannot reuse it because the toxins from the plastic goes into your water. Do you know that? Yeah, so once it's done, throw it away. Some people, what they do, they refill that with water and they keep drinking it. It's not good. But for us, I have, in my personal knowledge, in the past how many years of being in this business, trying to look around, I have never seen any bottle with a number 7 underneath. Can you imagine how much quality the company puts with the packaging? And this kind of packaging does not allow the ultraviolet ray of the sun to penetrate to make sure the bottle stays the same. Then what's inside the bottle stays the same. Okay? So that's the packaging of the aloe. Now the aloe vera has 4. Basically, you have your aloe vera gel, the pure one. This is about 83-87% aloe with the peach. And then the other one has cranberry and apple, okay? Or apple. It's up to you how you want to pronounce it. Okay, just making me smile. Okay, so the aloe vera in general, okay? Okay, aloe vera in general. Benefits. Let's talk about the benefits, alright? Aloe vera number 1, cleanses. Say to me, cleanses.
Cleanses.
One more time, cleanses.
Cleanses.
So aloe vera has what we call the cleansing properties, alright? So when you drink aloe vera, basically, it helps the body push out or remove through chemical processes and physical manifestations such as bowel movement to push out toxins from the body. Because there are toxins that you cannot see, and there are big toxins that you see every day. Yeah? Okay, you want me to show you a picture? No. Okay, you know what I'm trying to say. Aloe vera cleanses. Why? What is the property of aloe vera that allows it to cleanse? Number 1, it has what you call the saponins. Alam niyo na pala eh. The saponins, basically, it is the word soap comes from the word saponins. Alright? Saponins are nutrients or beneficial substances that helps cleanse. It acts like soap. No? So, okay, let's try to illustrate. Okay? There are chemical processes that I cannot show you. No? But basically it happens inside your bloodstream, inside your body. But something that I can show you happens in your tummy. You have a body, yes? And then when you eat something, it goes to your mouth. It goes to your stomach, yes? Do you have a stomach?
Yes.
Big or small?
Small thing.
Do you know? Do you know that our stomach, they say, is only as big as your fist? But because we eat a lot, it gets stretched, it becomes bigger. That's why you can eat a lot. Okay? So when you practice eating less, your stomach also becomes smaller. Alright? Now you know how much you need to eat. Okay? Alright, now when it goes to your stomach, alright, the food that you eat, okay? The food that you eat, the process of the stomach is to digest. The word digest means to break it down into smaller pieces. It is very important that you chew the food that you eat. You have to chew it at least 20 times. You know, the problem with us is that when we eat as if somebody beside you will steal away your food. Now, that's why you eat very fast. You know what I'm trying to say? So you need to take time. You know, eating is divine. So you have to eat properly. So give time for you to eat. Alright? Don't just swallow. You'll die early because you get choked. Okay? So after that, it goes to your small intestine or intestines. Your small intestine is about 27 feet long. Can you imagine that 27 feet long? It's like half of the basketball court. Yeah? If you don't believe me, you can open one of the tummy of the person beside, we can measure. Alright? So the food will travel in the small intestine. The purpose of the small intestine is to further break down the food particles to the nutrient level so that the nutrients will be absorbed to your bloodstream. Okay? Now let's blow it up. It looks like this. And then of course, after that, it goes to your large colon. Yeah? The large colon is where your poopy is stopped. Alright? The large colon. There is the poopy. Alright? That's the poopy. Okay? Then after a while, you drop it. Okay? Now let's talk about the small intestine. Let's blow it up. Let's take a look at it. The small intestine looks like this. No? It's a tube. But the lining of the small intestine, it looks like a towel. Have you seen a towel? You use a towel. Okay? It looks like the thigh is basically an intestine of the cow. Okay? Thigh. Beef thigh. Have you eaten beef thigh? Oh. Now, it's a finger-like structure. Technically, it's called what you call the villi. Alright? When the food particle touches the villi, alright, provided it's digested, alright, the nutrients goes inside your bloodstream through the villi. Learning something? However, over time, plaque deposits on the lining or on top of the villi. Therefore, making it difficult for the nutrients to be absorbed. In physical comparison, it's like your tongue. When the whole day you did not brush your teeth and you keep eating and drinking and all the things you do, and then your tongue feels thick. In the evening, when you want to taste your favorite food, you cannot quite taste the food because your tongue is covered with plaque. The same is true with the intestinal walls. The good thing with the tongue is that you can brush it. The thing with your intestine, you cannot take it out and put it in the washing machine and put it back. Yes? So when you drink aloe vera, what happens is that aloe vera will help your intestine cleanse by removing the plaque along its linings. And therefore, with cleaner body, alright, follows what you call better absorption of nutrients. Did you learn something? So do you think it's important to drink aloe vera? Yes. Why? Because you need your nutrients to go inside your bloodstream. Alright, that's something that we cannot see. Alright? Now the good thing about aloe vera is that there's what you call good bacteria. No? There are what you call good bacteria. No? Every person has a good and bad bacteria. Remember this, every person has a good and bad bacteria. So no matter how bad the person beside you is, there is at least good inside that person. And that is good bacteria. So when you're mad or angry at someone, it's okay because at least you know there is good in that person. So tell your friend, my friend, I know that there is a good inside you. At least it's called good bacteria. Okay? So there are good and there are bad bacteria in your colon, your intestinal walls, your gut system. It's called the gut system. The ratio must be 85% good and 15% bad. Usually, we have 85% bad and 15% good. No? But to obtain balance in your stomach, in your body, you need to have good bacteria at 85%. And aloe vera plays a very important role because it feeds the good bacteria. One of the signs that you have a lot of bad bacteria is when you poopy, you smell that it's not quite pleasant. Yes? It's like an atomic bomb. Yeah? You know what I'm trying to say? Alright. So, now therefore, another product which is not in the combo pack that you should be taking is called active probiotic. That is very important. Why? Because 80%, 70 to 80%, okay, of immune system, or the immune system cells are in your gut system. Can you imagine? The immunity of your body depends on the health of your stomach. Learn something? 50% of the nerve cells are located also in your gut system. I thought the nerves are only located in the brain. But there's also part located in your gut system. And last but not least, what you call serotonin. Say with me, serotonin.
Serotonin.
A huge percentage of production of your body's serotonin levels happens in your gut. Serotonin is a substance that allows you to smile and feel good. Okay? So if you have very low serotonin levels, you look very grumpy and angry at the work all the time. That's why when you ask a person to join forever, they say no. Why? Too much low serotonin, too much bad bacteria. So one tip is that make them drink aloe vera before you do business presentation. Okay? So that they will be more receptive. So this is very, very important. That's why I talked earlier about optimal health. This will all allow you to improve your mood. And that's why when people drink aloe vera, they feel a lot better. Yeah? They look happier. They glow. Alright? I'm taking a while with aloe because it's a key ingredient of all of the products. So, cleanses. Now, other than that, your large colon, no? Your large colon where the poopy is stuck, it's like the garbage can of your body. Imagine this, you have a kitchen, you have a beautiful kitchen, you have all beautiful ingredients, you have beautiful equipment, but your garbage stays in the kitchen. What do you think will happen? Your kitchen will have a lot of cockroaches and all of those sort of little creatures that will be in the kitchen. However fresh your ingredients or stock or equipments are in the kitchen, correct? Yes. That's the same thing if you don't flush out regularly. So if you eat at least morning, lunch, dinner, midnight snack, alright? 4 times, you poopy at least 3. This according to health professionals. Yeah? So when I started drinking aloe vera, I poopy at least twice a day. One in the morning when I wake up, and then because I only take one major meal usually, and a light meal in the evening. So, and then after a few hours, then you poopy again. Why? Because according to studies, people carry 7 to 12 pounds of poopy inside their large colon, not you, the person beside you. Okay? So 7 to 12 pounds, approximately 3.5 to about 6 kg of poopy. Ew. Alright? So, therefore, when you drink aloe vera, one of the good things about aloe vera is it has what you call anthracenones. Can you say it to me? Anthracenones. It's not anthrax, that's a virus. Alright? Anthracenones. I hope my spelling is correct. But that's A-N-T-R-A-Q-U-I. Anthracenones. Anthraquinone complex. Alright. The anthraquinone complex basically helps the large colon to activate it. It's a muscle. It activates the muscle. So you can feel that you need to flush out. It's not diarrhea. When some people will say, oh, I need your aloe vera, feel happy diarrhea. No, it's not diarrhea. You're just liking it like a diarrhea. But it's basically your colon activating itself and then pushing it out. If you notice, our colon is quite different. Have you seen a roof? No? Roof. The roof, when it rains, there is a gutter and automatically it falls down. If you notice, God created our body, or whoever created you, alright? Differently. The poopy will have to go up, like an elevator. We'll have to go window shopping before it goes out. It's very different from engineering design that we do with the gutter and then it flushes out immediately. That's why your muscles in your large intestine must be active enough to push it out. It's what you call the peristaltic movement of your colon. So when you're talking to a medical professional and then you want to intimidate them, you know what aloe vera does? It cleanses your body. It activates your large colon. It causes the peristaltic movement of your colon that flushes out the poopy in the body. Do you get me? Okay? Learning something? Alright. So it pushes out your stuck-up bowel. So when you drink aloe vera, the manifestation of cleansing is that you want to go to the washroom more regularly. Okay? And then in the beginning, of course, it's terrible, and then it will improve later on. Okay, let's talk about poopy. Okay, we'd like to talk about the poopy, very important, before I proceed. Seriously, there's what we call Bristol, the Bristol Guide to Your Healthy Feces. Bristol, B-R-I-S-T-O-L, is developed by medical professionals. Okay, in Bristol. Bristol is a place. I thought it's a person, but it's a place. Now, your poopy must, over time, listen to me, drink aloe vera, eat the right foods, very importantly, drink a lot of water, alright? Your poopy, number one, must be odorless. It's easy to understand, yes? When you poopy, you can, inside the room. Alright? I'm serious because you don't smell it. There's no smell. There's no terrible smell at least. Second, your poopy must float, not float. Okay? It must float, not float. That means it's not more denser than water. If it sinks, you lack fiber. Okay? And if it floats, that means your poopy is done within a minute. Not 2 hours inside the room and then your flatmates are knocking at the door and wanting you to get out. You don't need to do that. When you sit down, it goes out easily. Learning something? If it's not achieved yet, you should endeavor to achieve it. That's very important for your health. I'm serious, okay? Last but not the least, it must look consistent in color, light brown and not dark in color. Light brown, not too dark. Alright? Because if it's too dark, that means it's decomposed already too much inside your body. Alright? Light brown is as soon as the digestion is finished, then it goes out. Learning something?
Yes.
Okay. So, odorless, effortless, must float, not float, consistent, light brown color. So I have a tip for you. Observe your feces. Take a picture, post in Facebook before and after. Or send a picture to your upline. Especially to Jeffrey, or Sherry, or to Jen, the castle. Upline success! I have achieved optimal health! Look at my poopy! Alright, I'm just trying to make this one. Aloe vera. Okay, now, cleansing follows another stuff called nourish. Say with me, nourish.
Nourish.
Okay, this is, you know Chuck Norris? It's related to Corny. Alright. Yun lang si Chuck Norris. Alright, nourish. Aloe vera contains over 200 nutrients. Wow, ang dami naman nung kapag-usapan pa natin lahat ng 200 nutrients in people. We cannot talk about the 200 nutrients because we don't have enough time and we'll go crazy to understand. But you know, when you're talking to someone who's looking so smart and they're medical professional whatsoever, they're playing smart, whatever, you tell them, aloe vera contains 200 nutrients. Really? And if you want to impress them further, you say, aloe vera contains 200 nutrients. At least 20 minerals. At least 18 amino acids. Alright? And at least 12 vitamins. Oh, you know all of this? Yes. I have a código over there. Okay. So remember, 20 minerals, 18 amino acids, and at least 12 vitamins. That's very, very important. Okay? So therefore, when you're clean, your body can absorb more nutrition coming from aloe. What happens? You achieve being healthy. Learning something?
Yes.
Aloe vera is one of the most nutritious vegetable. Say it, vegetable.
Vegetable.
It is in the same family as the onion, which is, you know onion?
Yes.
Yeah? Alright? If you can eat onion, you can drink aloe vera. You can eat aloe vera. It's a vegetable. Okay, so if somebody asks you, it's a vegetable juice. That's it. Okay? The only person who cannot drink aloe vera is someone allergic to water. Are you allergic to water?
No.
Good. Alright? Now, our aloe vera, for your information, okay, the aloe leaf is like that. alright, if you've seen an aloe vera leaf, the green is this one, correct? The green is the skin. It's called the rind. Inside, inside is a clear gel. No? We only use the clear gel inside the aloe. The skin, we use it as a fertilizer on our fields. Okay? Now also, we own 4 patents of aloe vera. Say to me, stabilized. Stabilized.
Stabilize.
Not stabilized. Stabilized.
Stabilize.
Or stabilized. Stabilization. This is, in milk, the version is pasteurized. So the milk does not spoil. Aloe vera is called stabilized. This bottle can last for 10 years. And it's exactly the same as of cutting the fresh leaf, provided it's not exposed to heat. Okay? Learning something? Okay. So, there are many kinds of aloe vera. Don't make a mistake just cutting an aloe leaf from wherever you saw it and then try to drink it or eat it. Okay? We only cultivate what we call aloe barbadensis Miller. Okay? Miller is the scientist who discovered this kind of aloe vera. This is the only potent aloe for human health. We only cultivate aloe barbadensis Miller in our plantation. If you go to Carrefour, you can find aloe vera leaf being sold in the vegetable section. You'll be surprised how much one leaf costs you. It costs you between 25 to 35 dirhams for one leaf. Remember this. The moment you cut aloe from the leaf, from the plant, within 2 hours, it dies off. It's useless. But this is what we call this stabilized aloe. We are the only stabilized aloe in the market. You can clap your hands. Thank you. Really? Why, sir? Because we patent the way we stabilize aloe. Therefore, nobody can do it the way we do. That's a very powerful thing to say. Patented stabilization process. At least 4. Rexman owns it. Alright? There's something about aloe. Alright, so it cleanses, it nourishes, and at the end of the day, well, again, the word heal, alright, it heals the body. That's why a lot of people keep recommending aloe vera to improve their physical condition. Why? In what context? In the context of nutrition. Nutrition is very simple. You do not need to be intimidated by the word nutrition. Say with me, nutrition.
Nutrition.
1 plus 1. You're not sure. I repeat, 1 plus 1. Again, you're not sure. 1 plus 1. Some people are, wait. Okay, 2. Alright. 1 minus 1.
0.
That's nutrition. Really? Yes, I told you I'll explain it in a layman word, layman way. Meaning, nutrition is all about if you need enough of what your body needs, you're healthy. Okay? If you lack, you don't have enough of what your body needs, you are not going to be healthy. And last but not least, if you have too much of something you don't need, you're also not going to be healthy. Learning something? So that's nutrition. It's all about 1 plus 1, 1 minus 1, 1 plus 2, that's it. What you need to get it. What you don't need, you need to expel it. Or too much of something that you don't need, don't ever attempt to put it inside your body. Okay? And so therefore, in that context, an aloe vera cleanses, nourishes, resulting to that healing effect of the body. Why? Because that's the way it is. God created our body, remember this, with the ability to heal itself, provided you get the ingredients inside your body for the process to happen. There is something?
Yes.
That's why when God created man, He created man, and the man got bored, and He created the woman. He did not say the man, the woman, and then the doctor. Okay? You understand? On that context, you need to understand that your body is capable of repairing itself. Okay? Good? Alright. And so therefore, people will also ask you, why should I drink your aloe vera? I'm not even sick. No, I'm not going to the doctor, and why should I keep drink? Why should I buy your product? Why should I use it? Why? Why? Because you need to cleanse, you need to nourish, and you need to stay young. You don't say heal because He said He doesn't have any sickness. Yeah? And always remember this, say this. everybody needs to drink aloe. Why? We need to regularly cleanse, nourish, and maintain our health. Yes? And I am not sick anyway. Why should I drink? You know why? Because God created our body that is resilient. Say to me, resilient.
Resilient.
R-E-S-I-L-I-E-N-T. Resilient. That means that your body can take so much. It's okay. Sickness does not manifest right now. At least it's not manifesting because your body is resilient. But when the time comes that the tipping point is reached, that's when you're diagnosed of something that is irreversible. Can you follow? So you don't want to avoid that. Yes? You want to avoid that. Cancer, for example, with all due respect. Cancer, once you're diagnosed with cancer, usually people who are diagnosed with cancer, what will the doctor say? Oh, I'm sorry, you have 2 months, 6 months, 1 year to live. You are only diagnosed with cancer when you're about to die. You don't know that you have cancer. Yeah? But the time comes that you start feeling something different. That's when the tipping point of your body is reached. The resiliency is tipped, broken. And that's when you will say, I could have listened to Julius to drink aloe vera. To avoid it. Why? Because I need to regularly cleanse, nourish, so my body will keep healthy. Learning something? So that's why it's very, very important to focus on aloe vera for now. The rest will be very easy to understand. Aloe vera. So everybody needs to drink aloe vera. I'll give you one more tip. When you talk to someone about the product, you always say this. Everybody knows aloe vera is the most nutritious vegetable in the planet. Everybody knows aloe vera is the most nutritious health drink you can ever have. Everyone knows that. When you talk to someone who's first time hearing aloe vera, what do they feel? Huh? How come I did not know? Everybody knows already. You know that you want to make them inclusive. When you say everybody knows, the person automatic response in their brain is that if everybody knows it, I should know. If everybody's taking it, I should be taking. Learning something? Okay, now let's proceed. Now, for the purpose of modifying the taste for kids, the company, what I know is that the company designed aloe bits and peaches with peach. Alright? Aloe bits, like bits of what do you call this? Aloe, and then peach flavor. It's a fruity taste. Okay. Now, what's the other benefit of peach? Peach fruit, it's very nice because the fiber of the peach fruit serves like a scrub on your intestinal walls, like when you're scrubbing your dishes. So on that aspect, that's very, very nice. But also adults can also take. This is one of my favorite. Apple and cranberry are added also to modify the taste, but apple and cranberry has a very specific benefit for the urinary tract, especially for women. Because you women are more prone to urinary tract infections. Yeah? You know that, yes? Alright? So I have had downlines who have the condition of having the infection in their urinary tract. Taking aloe vera significantly improves their condition. Again, you have to be careful because we are not medicines. I forgot to mention that in the beginning, but I'm mentioning it now. We are food supplements, technically food. They're all food. But because of the nutrients, alright, it improves certain conditions. But it's not medicine. Therefore, you cannot talk about dosage. We're not mentioning about dosage. So how much do I drink? To be honest with you, I can drink one bottle a day. But I can consume one bottle in 3 days. I just open the cap and drink it. Inside the fridge and drink it. That's how I do it, to be honest. But to begin with, you can take about 120 ml every day before meal 3 times a day. So if you're taking about 120 ml, so that means that in about, this is how many liters? This is about 1 liter, then you can consume this in about less than 7 days. Yeah? And that should be your intake of aloe vera. At least 1 bottle a week. Learning something? Yeah. The blue one is one infused with orange and with glucosamine and chondroitin, which is basically for everyone also, but specifically for sporty people because it helps the joints. No? It lubricates the joints because the joints serves as your shock absorber when you walk. It's also good for older people like the person beside you. Okay? Okay. Alright, so aloe vera. Am I okay? Can I proceed? Yes, no? Yes. I can proceed. Okay, because I have about 35 minutes to proceed. Okay, let's now quickly go to each of the products. Aloe vera, okay. Now, let's talk about calcium. Calcium, of course, men and women, we need calcium because the main component of our bones are made up of calcium. Remember this. There are what you call elements. Elements. Vitamins. Minerals are elements. Like, for example, calcium, magnesium, iron. Okay? These are singular molecules. Okay, let's not complicate it. But elements, no, you remember your table of the elements when you were studying, yeah? Meaning it's singular in form. It's calcium. Okay? When you talk about vitamins, these are several chemicals altogether that composes a structure. Alright? It's like a group. Okay, just for you to imagine what's the difference between the two. So calcium is very important. But what's so unique about our calcium? Remember this. One more thing about is that optimal absorption. Optimal absorption are ABSORPTION. Optimal absorption. All of our products are designed for optimal absorption or optimum absorption. What do you mean by optimum absorption? Remember this. It has something to do with bioavailability. And I will describe it in this manner. Let's say this is my house. And my house is a beautiful house. It's well furnished. I have a lot of money just lying on the floor. All my stuff are plated with gold. I have jewelries and diamonds everywhere, yeah? Okay, this is my house. Now, all of you are good people, yes? At least you have good bacteria, I told you earlier, correct? Look at the person beside you. Come on, look at the person beside you. Do you think they are trustworthy people? Yeah? Answer me. You cannot answer me? Alright? Do you think the person beside you is honest?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
They will not steal from me. See, you're not sure. Mukhang mo magnanakaw ang katabi niyo. Alright. Now, all of you are good people, yes?
Yes.
But question is, will I just welcome you into my house? Who will I welcome in my house? The people I know, like Jeffrey, for example. Yeah? Because I know him. The same is true with nutrients. It should be in a form that the body can actually take it in. So the body can use it. And that's what we focus on. Optimal absorption. That's why every product of the company has what we call a very big plus sign. It always has something else to, in synergy, more benefits for your health. Alright? And so therefore, our calcium is the only calcium in the market bonded in vitamin D and magnesium. Because in that form, your body can absorb the calcium. Remember, your calcium is the building blocks of your bones. And inside your bones, what do you think happens? Inside your bones, you have what you call bone marrow. And what does the bone marrow do? The bone marrow produces your blood. Okay? You have weak bone, you will also have weak production of your blood. Okay? So women, unfortunately, is more prone to calcium deficiency than men. And so therefore, you have to be careful. You have to really look after your health by taking calcium. Now, very simple. Unless otherwise specified, I repeat, unless otherwise specified. Oh, upline, I don't know how to take the products because you did not provide training. It's simple, my friend. Open the bottle, remove the cover, have a glass of water, drink it. You don't need training for that. Now that says 90 tablets. That's good for 1 month. 30 days divided by 90. 90 divided by 30 days. That means it's 3 tablets a day, at least. That's the suggested amount. Okay? Unless otherwise specified. There are products with specific number of tablets taken a day. But this is good for 1 month. Calcium. Okay? That's done. Now, you also have what we call absorbency. Alright? Okay, I'll go with absorbency. Absorbency is basically our vitamin C supplement. Vitamin C is a macronutrient. Say macro. Macro means you need a lot of it. Every single day, every single intake, you need to have at least 60 milligrams of vitamin C every single day. Why is vitamin C very, very important? Vitamin C combats oxidation process and free radicals. So if you're here earlier, you understand what I'm trying to say. So vitamin C is a key vitamin that fights oxidation and free radicals. Therefore, if you have a lot of vitamin inside your body, you slow down the aging process. They did a study with chicken cells in a petri dish. chicken cells in a petri dish, and they keep supplying with the right amount of vitamin C, the cells never ages. Okay? So we need vitamin C for immune system, for staying young, and protect the body from all the harms of oxidation and free radicals. Now, what's so unique about our absorbent C? I should just buy from the pharmacy because they have 100 mg, 150 mg, 500 mg, 1000 OMG. But your tablet is only 60 mg. Why should I buy your tablet? Why? Remember this, because vitamin C at every intake, according to science, you need about 60 mg. That's number one. You don't need 1000 mg. But why is the brand X producing vitamin C tablets above 500 mg? Why? Because vitamin C is a water-soluble vitamin. That's why when you take vitamin C from brand X and you wee-wee, the color of your wee-wee is yellow. It's yellow. Yes? Yes? You wee-wee your vitamin C. And you cannot drink it again just to take the vitamin C. You. Yeah? Correct? Alright, now, that is why they put like a shotgun approach. The brand X, it's a shotgun approach. No? Bahala na. Kung sino tamahan. You're getting me? That's the concept of the vitamin C. That's why you cannot even take it if you have not taken your meal. You will have acidity, correct? But what's so unique about that vitamin C? Again, you don't need 1000 mg per intake. You only need 60 mg. It is bonded in oat bran. OATBRAN. Oat bran is the outer layer of a cereal, which is a fiber. You know cereal? No? That's oat bran. So when you eat it, it's like there is a cereal. No? The oat bran matrix. What's so unique about this oat bran? It serves as a time-release technology. It holds the vitamin C. Once it's inside in your stomach, it will not dilute with water. So you don't urinate your vitamin C. Why? You paid for it, no? You don't just want it to go to waste, correct? So slowly, because fiber, remember this, if you eat more fruits and vegetables, you stay fuller longer than compared to when you eat carbs, rice, and meat. Because carbs, rice, and meat, and the rest, the body can easily digest it. No? But fiber stays in your tummy for a while. And while it stays in your tummy for a while, the vitamin C is slowly being released for your body. Give your body enough time to absorb it all. Good or very good? So we're the only vitamin C that is doing this. We're the only company who's doing vitamin C in this form. But because what we want to happen is optimal absorption. Did you learn something? How many should you take? This 100, so 30 days at least. How many a day? 3. Alright, divide nyo na lang. 100 divided by 30. Okay? So this is chewable, but by the way, maybe your dawa will come. Apply! It's so difficult to swallow, it's very big. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you, it's chewable. Okay, chewable. O ngayon nyo nalaman na chewable. Alright, now, Arctic Sea. Let's talk about Arctic. One tablet contains 60 mg of vitamins. It's 100 tablets in a bottle divided by 30 days. That's the advisable number of tablets you can take. So at least 3 times a day you can take. Yeah. Now let's talk about Arctic Sea. All right, Arctic Sea. Arctic Sea is our fish oil. Okay. Now what's so unique about Arctic Sea? Remember this. In our body we need what we call omega. Okay. It's not a watch. Okay. Omega is what we call good fat or good cholesterol. There are 2, omega-3 and 6. Omega-3 comes from, anybody who can guess? Fish, correct? Omega-6 comes from plants. For example, sunflower oil, olive oil. Okay, remember this. The ratio, long time ago, the ratio of omega-3 and 6 is 1:1. Long time ago. The body needs to have the ratio of omega-3 and 6 into 1:1 ratio. If you have too much vegetable oil, I don't care if it's olive oil or sunflower oil, based on studies, it's also not good for your body. So you cannot brag and say, oh, I drink olive oil, I put olive oil all the time in my meal. Well, it will not do you any good at all if that's too much compared to the ratio of omega-3. It needs to be in a balance. So at least we can catch up. No? Based on current studies, it's about 1:50 ratio right now. So the medical professionals and nutritionists suggest that at least we can catch up to 1:10 ratio. And that's why it's very important, because this is a concentrated form of omega-3 with omega-6 as well, but with the component of omega-3 that catches with the ratio of the desired ratio of omegas in your body. So what's the purpose of omega in the body? Okay? Remember this. Your brain, do you have a brain?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
You have eyes, you have skin. The primary component of the cells of the brain, the eyes, and the skin are what we call the good fat, which basically the omegas. Alright, now remember this. Remember the cells? We talk about the cells? Yeah? It is not you, the mouth, that actually eats. Ultimately, it's the cell that will eat the nutrients from the food we eat. The cells, the lining of it has what we call the good fat, the lining. With enough good fat, nutrients can go in. If it doesn't have enough good fat, the nutrients cannot go inside. It's what you call permeability. P-E-R-M-E-A-B-I-L-I-T-Y. Permeable. Okay? So the more it is fed with good ratio of omega-3 and 6 through our Arctic Sea, then the more your cells will absorb nutrients. If it's in the brain, your memory will improve. If it's in your eyes, your eye will improve. In your skin will improve. Learn something today. And it also helps the bloodstream remove the bad cholesterol. This is the good cholesterol. Alright? The bad cholesterol comes from the French fries you love to eat. The burgers, There's nothing wrong with the fries. The problem is with the oil that they continuously burn. Because vegetable oil can easily become saturated fat when you expose it to heat. And what the problem with saturated fat is that if you have your artery where your blood flows, alright, the saturated fat usually will deposit along the linings of your arteries. What happens now to the blood flow? It will be affected. And you can suffer from heart problems, cardiovascular issues, hypertension, etc. And if you're not so lucky, stroke. What happens is that Arctic Sea, with our product, helps remove this. Learn something? That's all. So now we have found out that the best combination and source is also what we call calamari. Calamari called? What's calamari? Squid. Yeah? So we have our calamari oil also here. Alright? Because it has a balanced ratio of omega-3. The high ratio, the omega-3 has a high ratio. Because we need to catch up with the ratio with relative to the food we eat. Okay? So that's what you call Arctic Sea. You need this every single day. Everybody needs this. It will also help you improve your quality of sleep. So you can take this in the evening. Okay? If you want, you can take this all in the evening. Alright? So it has 120 soft gels divided by 30. You need about 4 a day. Alright? Good? Alright. So we're done with calcium, we're done with Arctic Sea. Let's talk about absorbency. It's done also. Let's talk about Lycium. Okay, Lycium Plus. Lycium Plus. Lycium is a fruit in China. Okay? I'll just talk about the target benefit. Now, it's very good for your liver. It helps the liver, the efficiency of the liver. What's the purpose of the liver? The liver detoxifies your blood, no? Yeah? So it helps the liver. No? Lycium. Now, what's so unique about this? It has what we call licorice extract or licorice extracts. Licorice or licorice, L-I-C-O-R-I-C, is an herb in China. Also, the Lycium is a fruit found in China. It's used by thousands and thousands of years of Chinese medicine. Yeah. Now, licorice is an herb. This is also an antioxidant. Alright? Antioxidant, highly antioxidant. No? That again helps your liver, the health of your liver. Okay? Now, licorice is added for synergistic purpose. It magnifies the benefits of Lycium. Now, that's why when you're taking Lycium also, you will have fairer complexion. Why? Because the liver produces an amino acid called glutathione. Wow! You don't need to buy glutathione because your body will produce enough of what you need, and it causes the lightening of the complexion in the natural way, not the OA way. Because the other supplementation of glutathione is being used incorrectly. It's the OA way to get white. and you should love your color. Remember, the whiter you are, if it's not proper, the more UV rays from the sun will get inside your body. And it's not good. Okay? Alright. So lysium is very important. No? Antioxidant, but there is a target benefit for the liver. Okay. Now, absorbency, calcium, okay, negative. Let me put this here very quickly. Okay, now let's talk about garlic thyme. Okay, do you know garlic?
Yes.
Garlic is also a very good antioxidant. Alright? So, garlic is a very good antioxidant also. Garlic also has antiviral, antibacterial property. And also, garlic also helps, alright, burn the fat inside our body. Alright. And it has the added benefit of thyme. Again, for what purpose? Synergistic purpose. Magnifying the health benefits of garlic with thyme. Thyme is an herb which is being used commonly with European cuisines. No? We don't usually use it in Filipino cuisine, but thyme is very, very good. It's an herb with a lot of antioxidant properties. Antiviral, antifungal, and antibacterial. Okay, that's why some people with infections, they can use garlic thyme. Again, of course, if you have medical condition, you have to consult your doctor. So it's a home remedy. Okay? Also, it improves your immune system. When you say immune system, the system of your body that fights off all the elements outside your body that will cause you to get sick. It's called immune system. Alright? Okay. So that's garlic thyme. Now you also have B12. B12 is very, very important. Forever B12 with folic acid. B12 is a vitamin B complex form. Every now and then, our body will have cells that will die, like your skin. You will shed off skin cells. Inside our body, it happens the same way. Now, every time a cell dies, there are billions and billions of cells inside in the system of the body. The cells will have to be renewed, correct? Now, if you remember, a long time ago when you were in high school, we talked about DNA, yes? Remember? Who remembers the word DNA? Okay. Okay, basically, in technical term, alright, the oxyribonucleic acid, you don't need to memorize that. DNA. It's basically your identity. Okay, your identity. Every cell will have a DNA. It is the part of your body, it is a part of your body system that lists all your characteristics and everything that you are. It's in the DNA. This is basically your definition. Okay? Now, if this is your cell, it will produce again. Some of it will die, it will produce again, correct? So, it keeps producing in the process. Have you watched the movie Gremlin?
Yeah. Yes.
Kapana mo na kasi ni Elvin yun. Yung Gremlin, way back 1980s. No? These are like monsters, when they touches water, they multiply. Yeah? Those are the Gremlins. No? In the body, it's the same thing, the DNA. The cells keep multiplying, and it has to be the exact copy of each other. Remember this. Over time, if you lack vitamin B12, the DNA gets damaged. When the DNA gets damaged, your physical body in the long run also gets damaged. And you are a damaged person. So what happened is that you can have manifestation of some illnesses or sickness because your quality is getting lower and lower. I'll give you a very, very simple analogy. Photocopy. If I photocopy this in the copy machine, this is the original, I will have a photocopy. And I will keep the original, and I will just keep the photocopy to photocopy again. Over time, it becomes blur and blur and blur and blur. That's what happens to DNA if you don't have enough vitamin B. Do you know something? Because folic acid, as you know, is very, very important also because it's very important for the skin. Alright? And basically cell reproduction. Alright, so vitamin B complex, this is very important in overall health. That's why it's in the combo pack. But again, I just mentioned targeted benefit of that. Now let's go forward. We have bee pollen. Bee pollen is from the beehive, including the the royal jelly. Have you seen bees? Have you seen Jollibee? Jollibee. Jollibee is a bee. Yeah? The bees, there are two kinds of bees. The worker bee and the queen bee. The worker bee will live for about a couple of weeks and the queen bee will die for a couple of years. What's the difference? Because the queen bee will eat only royal jelly and the worker bee only eats bee pollen. Now, worker bees, they need to work. They need energy. And so therefore, in nature, this is an energy booster. Okay? So I take this, I can take this. If I don't eat breakfast, I will take 3 tablets of this in the morning and water, and that's it. Based on science and research, a human person can live with bee pollen alone because this is one of nature's most complete food other than aloe vera. Alright? Vitamins, nutrients, amino acids is in bee pollen. Energy booster. Okay, now, for men, who are men inside the room, raise your hand. Okay, men with prostate, raise your hand. Everybody, all of us has prostate. Right? Okay, so in case you're confused. The bee pollen is a very specific benefit for men, for us, for the prostate health, for our reproductive health. Women can also take this, that's not a problem, but in terms of targeted health benefits for men, for us, it helps us maintain better our prostate health. And as you know, men, based on studies, we have more prone to prostate problems when we reach 40 above. Especially men who love to drink. But I don't. Alright? So, bee pollen, energy booster, complete food. You can take this as a meal, no problem at all. So, royal jelly. Men can also take royal jelly as much as women. But what's the unique targeted health benefits of royal jelly? As I said, the queen bee eats only royal jelly. What does the queen bee do for her entire life? Lay eggs. Yes? Can you imagine laying eggs every single day? It's a stressful thing to do, correct? And therefore, it's an anti-stress. Anti-stress, and the queen bee lives up to more than 3 years compared to the worker bee who lives only for a couple of weeks, and therefore it is anti-aging. Now, a targeted health benefit for women is that this helps women have a more balanced hormonal levels. Because as you know, women have hormonal fluctuations, yes? That's why sometimes women, they are what? Cranky or moody because of the hormones. Everything that happens inside the body is chemical in nature. Okay? So this is very, very important. It helps you balance your hormonal levels. Alright? Now this is chewable, this one. Royal jelly, you can put it under your tongue. Okay? Under your tongue. It's sublingual. Alright? You can put it under your tongue. Just be careful when, just try it for once, because some people, your body gets shocked. I don't know how to say it in English, naglalaway. Salivation. Yeah? Salivate. Yeah? Sometimes when I take this, when I was driving and then I take it towards like late night and then you put it, you'll salivate. No? It's like your body's getting pumped with energy, but it's okay to last for a couple of minutes and it will go and then you're awake. I experienced that person, but that's not a problem at all. It's just that your body's getting used to the form of nutrient and energy from the bee pollen, the royal jelly. But if you want to avoid coffee, that's a very good alternative, the bee pollen and the royal jelly. Now for people with kids, and you want your kids to be smarter, you can give them also royal jelly. Yes! How I wish I had this when I was in college. Remember this, it's very, very important. It helps improve your brain function also. Basically, the benefit is that you will feel that you're smarter. You're quicker. No? It improves the functions of the brain. Now, you give your child at least half like a candy. Yeah? If they're high school above, then it's okay. 1 to 2 is okay. Yeah, a day. Yeah? Especially if you have royal jelly under their tongue, like a candy. That's okay. It will help their brain function. Improve a lot. And when you take royal jelly, believe me, you will feel smarter. You're sharper. You're more aware. Yes, try it. You have not tried it, no? Alright. Okay, now very quickly now, I have about 10 minutes more to go through with all the topical application. Avocado. Avocado face and body soap. Of course, this is a soap. I don't need to tell you how to use the soap, but what's unique with this is that it's made from pure avocado butter. Now, if you're hungry, you can even blend it and make your avocado shake. Alright, I'm just kidding. Alright, this is avocado butter. Just make sure that this will melt easily. Okay, make sure you put it in a dry. There is a brand X of a popular soap that is also good for the skin, but after you use it, it feels greasy. Yes? This is different. Hindi ko na nga bilang. I did not mention because I'm recorded, no? So, yeah, remember, this is not greasy at all. It helps you maintain the moisture of your skin. It's very, very wonderful. Especially this coming holidays, this is a perfect gift for someone. Okay? Now, you also have your aloe lips. Aloe lips is a lip balm, okay, with jojoba. Jojoba is a scrub. A scrub is like a small plant that thrives in the Arizona desert, in the Sonoran desert, no? So it has oil. Now, that's also, again, in synergy with aloe. Helps the nutrients in aloe to have more benefits, no? So it's a very good lip balm, alright? So if you have choppy lips, alright, you can, every night also before you sleep, you put this. So you have kissable lips all the time. You want kissable lips all the time?
Yes.
This is also a very, very good first aid for burns, cuts, bruises, allergies, pimples also. This is very good. And also for this in your behind, because you poop it too much hard, and then something comes out. Yeah? Alright, you can put it there also. But when you put it there, don't put it here. That's why you have two in the combo pack. I'm serious. You put it here and then you use it here?
Yes.
No. So that's why you have to.
So you need the label.
Oh yes, correct. You put a label, don't get confused. No, I'm serious. For hemorrhoids, this is proven to be very effective. Okay? Alright. So, okay, tooth gel. Of course, I don't need to mention that you need to brush your teeth, but we do. Now, this has no fluoride. Again, we are into healthy alternative. We don't want to go on the debate of the benefits of fluoride. But as we know, fluoride is a chemical, one of the ingredients to put into, to kill rats. No? Fluoride. Yeah? So, fluorine. No? But in small portions, it's okay, like a soap to your mouth. But there are studies that, you tend, when you use fluoride toothpaste, then it tends to deposit inside your body system, and over time it will cause you to get sick. So we don't want to go in an argument with any dentist with that. Okay, we just want a healthy alternative, because all the objective is to clean the mouth and the teeth with all the germs and the plaque and all. The alternative is the aloe vera plus the propolis. Propolis. Propolis is a substance produced by the bees to sterilize their environment. Based on studies, the nursery of human, our nursery where babies are kept, and the nurseries of baby bees are far more cleaner than us because of the propolis. So it's a natural antibiotic. Alright? How do you brush your teeth? That's a very good question. Yes? Yes? Yes, when you brush your teeth, okay, you don't need to put too much of this, no? Some people will say, okay, this is your toothbrush, alright? And then usually when you use brand X, you put too much, correct? With us, you can put a third. That's okay. Alright, that's good enough. You brush, you spit out. Even if you forgot to rinse, that's perfectly fine. I would say, okay, remember, it has propolis and aloe vera. That helps the gums, no, to nourish the gums. So therefore, after brushing, you can spit, you can wash your face, you can take a bath, you rinse later. If you forgot to rinse, that's perfectly fine, no problem at all. Because you don't want to spit the aloe and the propolis as it nourishes your gums. Okay? I had a problem before. I have a pasta in front, and then I ate some pizza, and then the tomato sauce stained on my pasta. So I was very conscious. This happened about a couple months ago, and I gave up on it because I tried to do something about it, and I'm afraid that it will damage the pasta. I just kept on brushing with this one, and then suddenly I don't notice it anymore. So it helps you whiten your teeth also, but it gives the natural flow of your teeth also, because some people have corn teeth. Corn teeth are not white teeth. It doesn't mean that you have plaque. No, corn teeth are like yellowish teeth, which in fact, according to science, healthier than the white teeth. All you want to do is to remove the plaque. But the thing is that it has very fine ingredients. It will not damage the enamel of your tooth or teeth. Alright? Okay, so this is tooth gel. Okay, of course you have your aloe first. Aloe first is a spray, alright? It's basically aloe vera with herbs, alright? Extracts. It's very good first aid, especially you want to go to the beach, it's too much hot. When I go out and it's too much hot, I don't rinse my face. I will what do you call this? Spray this in my face. That's it. Let it cool down. Let your body cool down. It's very nice. It's a soothing effect. All right. So it's like a first aid also in your house. All right. So this is aloe first. You can also, for women, you can use this as a toner also. All right. Before you put your moisturizer. That's very nice. Okay. Now, You also have your aloe moisturizing lotion. Of course, needless to mention, for people who have very, very dry skin, you have aloe vera, and this helps you moisturize your skin. Again, it is in a small tube because you don't need to put a lot, because this is a highly concentrated, effective product. Just put enough, okay? You don't need to squirt everything and put in your body, or on your body, alright? Now, this is aloe scrub. It has aloe vera. It has the benefits of pipino. Ano pipino sa English? Cucumber. Alright? Cucumber with jojoba microspheres. Other scrub that you have, they use plastic microspheres, and they have sometimes sand that can damage actually your skin. But the jojoba microspheres are coming from the plant jojoba that is organic, it's natural, and it's not coarse. It will not damage your skin. This is very nice. For women, you use this less than men. Kasi mas makapal mukha namin mga lalaki ito sa inyo. Alright? For women, you have thinner skin. So you use this probably every 2 days, every 3 days. But I use this basically every day for me. Remember, for men, we have thicker skin. Women, you have thinner skin. So you use it less. Alright? So this is jojoba. You can mix this with bath gelée. If you have not used the bath gelée, yun ang sabon ng mga mayayaman. No? The soap for the rich. Bath gelée. It's one of our products. Okay, you should try that. It helps you also whiten your complexion. Of course, you have your aloe heat lotion. And of course, this is for massaging. Alright? Now, I have one tip for you. If you have a bathtub at home, alright, you line your bathtub with at least 3 lines of this one. Put the hot water and then you bath. You stay there. Then you smell the aroma of this one. It helps you relaxes your lungs as well. Yeah? So, having a good tip. So, this is good. Especially it's getting colder now. Yung mga matatanda dyan na nananakit ng tuhod. That's very nice. Okay? Now, you also have your propolis cream. Now, what is propolis cream? You have your aloe lotion. This is also a moisturizing lotion, but with a concentration of the propolis, which is again, from the beehive, which is an antibacterial, antiviral property together with aloe. It also helps you moisturize your skin a lot. Now, this is also very good for people having a lot of breakouts and infections on the skin. Alright? Because of the propolis and aloe. Alright? And it also helps you lighten your complexion also, natural way. This one. Now, you have a pure form of aloe vera jelly, which is also a first aid lotion. It's a topical form of aloe vera, which is a clear gel. Again, for burns, cuts, infections, pimples. You can even massage this in your hair. Not a problem. Okay? So, now what do I do? Personally, what I do is I mix the 3 together in one. I have the empty aloe liquid soap bottle. Put everything together. You add Epi Blanc, which is our pure vitamin E oil. And then you can also add what we call alpha E factor. Sorry, the alpha E factor is the vitamin E oil, and then the Epi Blanc is basically, it lightens the dark spots in your skin. You can mix it all together, but not too much Epi Blanc. Not too much alpha E factor. Too much of alpha E factor might cause you to have like, it's oil, it's hot actually for the skin. So you have to put a little drop. Alright? Mix it all together, use it as your night cream or day cream. It also has altogether a natural sun protection. Okay? Especially under the heat of the sun. Now, this aloe lotion is a lesser version of the moisturizing lotion in terms of moisturizing your skin. If you have really too dry skin, you have this moisturizing lotion. If you have skin that is oily, then you can use this to balance. Okay? Now, last but not the least, we have your aloe sunscreen, which is a topical application with SPF 30. Sunproof 30. But you will say again, why should I use SPF 30 if the brand X has SPF 60? Why? Because according to science, there's nothing you can do if you're under the sun. SPF 60 means more chemicals on the product, more chemicals on your skin. And we don't want that, correct? You're under the sun, you're under the sun. The maximum way that your skin can be protected without any cover of clothing is SPF 30. And that's what we use. Okay? You can apply this 10 minutes before you go into the pool or beach so that it gets absorbed in your skin. Just be careful because if you put it on your face, it's a little bit, ano sa English yung nakakahilang?
Irritation.
It can cause eye irritation if you put too much on your eye. So don't put too much on your eye. Or just be careful, okay? So, I'm almost done. And then, this is the very, very special product that I love to talk about. Because you will discover something new about the aloe vera conditioner and jojoba shampoo. Alright, when you take a bath, you use shampoo, yes?
Yes.
Of course, and then after that, you use conditioner. But other than aloe vera, we put jojoba oil. Again, what purpose? Synergy. Alright? Now, aloe vera, I talked about the benefits of aloe vera. You only need to put a little because it's very concentrated. Okay, you can also use this for pets. We have a pet in my house. We have a beautiful cat, and the shampoo is and the conditioner is aloe vera also. Very safe for animals like you. Oh, the person beside you. Alright? So, surely you will smell your pet like the way you smell. Alright, now, jojoba. What is jojoba? Again, it's a plant in the Sonoran Desert. It has this oil that's very special, it's very good for the skin. And then people will complain that when they use the jojoba shampoo, they have dandruff. Oh, I used your jojoba shampoo and then I started having dandruff. You know why? Because jojoba will remove the sebum, S-E-B-U-M, on your scalp. It's on your scalp. When the sebum is removed, hair growth is better facilitated. You know something? And so therefore, you don't need to be afraid of the dandruff. Why? Because you're dead skin. You need to shed it off. And aloe vera facilitates that to renew your skin, your scalp, remove the sebum, and allow the hair growth to flourish. You know something like that?
Yes.
So when somebody uses it and complains that it's normal. It's the natural process of your body trying to restore itself.
How many days?
How many days you take a bath? It depends. Okay, it depends on your body. It really depends. When I use it personally, it happens within 2 days, and after that, it's gone. Remember, the shedding of skin on your scalp happens regularly. I just forgot to know how long, but there's a cycle when the skin sheds off. It happens regularly. How many days? 28 days.
You're younger, when you are old, you become
You're older, slower.
without like
Right. Okay. So every 28 days, thank you. What's your name? What's your name?
B.
Ming. Thank you, Ming. V. V. Thank you, V. So every 28 days, your skin renews. B. Okay, V. D ako. Hindi ko maintindihan. Alright, so that's all with the combo pack. And of course, the combo pack contains a lot of other stuff like your company policy, your product brochure, and again, if you want to learn more, you don't need to wait for my training. You have to read your product handbook, which is very, very good because you will understand it better. Remember, do not try to memorize everything. Why? You'll get crazy. You'll think that this is complicated. Familiarize yourself one product at a time. If there's an inquiry, focus on that product. And believe me, that will stay in your memory, especially if you take your royal jelly in RTC. Okay, so don't complicate it. One product at a time. At least when you're in the toilet, when you're trying to let go, you're reading the manual, read one product a day. Okay? And that's a signal that we have to go home. So with all that said, God bless all of you and see you all next time.